Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. How are you doing? Welcome to the replay. Look what I've got, a big old bag of raffia. We're gonna use some tonight. But y'all, when you're hopping on, if you don't see a red box right there, that just means you're catching the replay. So just comment along. You can even drop hashtag replay in the comments and we will answer your questions, engage with you, whatever it is you need, we'll take care of you, okay? So, y'all ready for this? This is something a little different, and I have to say that I'm pretty excited about this, y'all. We are making an autumn feathered friend, and I'm kind of excited. No, I'm not kind of. Like, I'm really excited about it. So, who's ready to craft with me? We've got some painting to do, y'all. I'm not going to lie, so I'm going to get my paste ready. We're going to start with our black velvet paste. And yeah, we're going to do that first. Okay. Let me scoot back so that y'all can see what's going on, friends. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday, August 27th, and I am so glad that you're here with me. Again, if you're watching the replay, guess what? That is okay. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs. The Z is for Zach, and he'll be in here at some point, I'm sure. But y'all, look at the pinned comment below. It says hit the heart button and comment crow for the supply list. We are going to make a crow. Standing crow, to be exact. And I am super excited. So we're going to get started. We're going to do some painting and throw all this together. And I'm going to start with a larger... paintbrush. Okay, so another one of Zach's great deals, y'all. You can get this crow on his Etsy site for only 16 bucks, y'all. He is being very generous these days. So make sure you grab it. Just comment the word crow and it will give you all the supplies that we're using. We are going to put some some patterns on this to just add a little bit extra to our little autumn feathered friend, y'all. So, painted his body, black velvet. All right, let me get this going. Hi, everybody. Judy is spreading the love. Thanks, Judy, for sprinkling the video out. That is so helpful, y'all. So helpful. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm spraying water on this chalk paste because it helps like thin it out so that you can paint with it easier. So as you can see, I've sprayed it a couple times just to make sure that it stays like wet, okay? Because it is chalk in paste form, so think of like chalk, right? Think of like sidewalk chalk. Anytime I'm talking about this type of paste that we're painting with, I always think of that sidewalk chalk. But y'all, when it starts to get dry, it's going to be harder to paint with, right? So you just got to use a little bit of water. All right, let's turn this around. Hello. It must be a bird year. Deb, I think you're going to really like this bird, girl. Okay? This one, I think, is going to win y'all's hearts. Because I think it's going to go perfect with all of our fall decor in the background. And I wanted to do something different. You know, we love the little, sitting scarecrow. We did sitting snowman. Well, now we're doing a standing crow. And this crow is going to look mighty studious with the patterns that we decide to put on him. Okay? All right, let's come over here and let's do this. And there is some painting, but it's nothing crazy. Mostly black velvet, to be exact. You could use makeup sponges. Because I have a paintbrush, I just decided to keep going with that. Hi, Ellen and Jeannie and Deborah and Vicky. How are my friends tonight? Y'all, what did you do today? We got in the pool for a little bit. We had family swim time. And it was overcast, y'all. And I should know, every time it's overcast, boom! The sun is so much more intense. And why is that? Does anybody have the answer to that? Because I would love to know. All right, so can't really tell what it looks like, but this is our crow's body. Now we're going to hop over here, and we are going to work with our smaller pieces. And I think what I'm going to do on this is probably use the sponges. Okay, so all in all, let me show you the color scheme I got going on here. And maybe this will, like, you'll get excited about this because I am. Okay, hi, Kelly. It did not rain here, Stephanie. It did not. I wish it did. It was a little bit cooler. All right, so check it out. Does that not scream crow? Hold on. Let me switch these up a little bit. How did I have them earlier? There we go. Do these colors not scream crow? They do for me. I just had to show that because I can, right? Hi, Christy Lee. There's Mr. Zach. I know, Jeannie, you've been quite the crafter. Bambi says it was 80 here today. Wasn't out of the house. Good. You sat with your leg popped up. Good job. Good job. All right, Deb, you like the colors? Good deal, Lucille. All right, so here we go. We're going to go in with our saffron. I think this is going to be a perfect color for the feet and the beak and the sunflower that is going to go on top of the hat. Okay, so let's see. I kind of just picked these out based on what I thought would look decent. So hopefully they're decent. All right, so does everybody see, like when you hopped on the live, you should have seen a box that came up that said like the snowman set of 4. Y'all, this is the very last day to get our super cute set of snowman for the cutout of the week. Very last day. Okay. Set of 4. Different noses, different eyes. No, same eyes, different mouths. But today's the very last day. It is August 27th, and tomorrow morning, everything's ready to go. It's going to hit, and we'll have a new weekly cutout. Boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka, boom. Okay. I'm going to do... I think we're going to go with Dune for the hat. We might change this up a little bit. I don't know. Just bear with me, okay? So on this, you have a piece of wood that's going to go on that part of the hat. So you don't have to, like, make sure that you paint in the lines, okay? Because it will be covered. All right. Hi, Marianne. How are you? Marilee, what's going on? What's going on? We the Kingdom concert. How fun. Bridget, you spent the day homecoming shopping. How exciting is that? I saw when Zach and I went to Hobby Lobby the other day, they had all their stuff out for like the mums and the, what is it called, y'all? Mums and, I don't know, the mums, I think. Is that a thing? Yeah. Okay, there's that.
Us Yankee folks, we have no idea what a mum is. That's foreign Southern talk.
Do you know what it is? Can you explain it?
No, because it's Southern foreign talk.
So down here in the South, for homecoming, I think the boys wear like this, I don't know what it's called, y'all. Mum? I don't know. Anyways, it's this round thing that has a bunch of like ribbon and strings and all this stuff. And the girls, like I remember I had one and it was huge with all these ribbons. It's a high school thing. It's a Southern thing. Anyways, I don't know. But I saw all the stuff out at Hobby Lobby to garter mum. Okay, there we go. Yay. Okay. Thank you, Christy Lee. All right, so somebody asked how the fried rice was. Y'all, it was fantastic. If you did not see, go to our stories. Now, obviously, stories don't last but 24 hours. So if it's not August 28th, because that would be 24 hours, you won't be able to see it. But Zach, my husband, taught one of the twin boys how how to make fried rice tonight on the grill outside. And y'all, it was pretty darn good. Like, I'm going to eat that for lunch every day because they made a lot. So, yes. Oh, hi, Tina. How was it? Good, Susan. That's awesome. All ages seem to be doing it. Really? That's very interesting. Okay, hold on. We have a major issue right here, y'all. We got a cord stuck on a wheel. Yeah, so, I mean, they cooked the rice and stuff on the grill, yes. All right, so got my water bottle. Okay, is it just me, y'all? Or does it seem like when you get water lately, like they're never, like, flat? Like when we went to the store the other day and bought the entire store, we're like, okay, let's go with this brand. But they're never, is it flat on the bottom, level? What is the word? Y'all having that same thing happen? Tell me, because I don't know. All right, let's try this. And then we're going to wax the pieces that we need to in order to put a transfer down. So, that's on my to-do list, y'all. Once it's open, it'll be flat. Well, it seems like here lately, they're never flat. All right, so I just have one of my little, it's like a Q-tip that I use when I'm crafting. I love these. You can find these, we have these on our Amazon store. But it just helps me get all of that excess paste or paint, whatever you're using, in like the corners. You know, I am very sloppy when I paint. Because I can be, right? So let me do it to the black pieces. All right, let me dry these and then we'll be good. They don't sit right, right? Yes. Yes, they do wobble. Plastic keeps getting thinner. Maybe that's what it is. I thought maybe it was the heat. I mean, we don't keep ours outside, but, I mean, we do have a refrigerator outside that we keep them in on our back patio, but this is just a case in our house. So, anyways, I'm not really complaining. I was just curious to know if y'all have the same issues. All right, done and done. So, I need to wax the hat. Right here. Okie dokie. Let's wax the hat because we are going to use a transfer on that. And then we're going to wax like the belly of the crow. Okay. Wax. This is great, y'all. This is surface wax. It is clear. It has no odor to it, no scent. It's pretty awesome. All right, so we're going to wax this little section right here so that our transfer that we use does not peel up on, or doesn't peel up any of the paste that we're using to paint with, okay? Hi, Joyce. It's your first time watching. Welcome. Everybody, welcome Miss Joyce. Welcome to the show, my friend. Make sure you are following the page. We go live. Heck, y'all, we're like twice a day now, right? On the weekdays. Some days it won't be like that, but some days it will. But we do all sorts of fun things here. Lots and lots of fun things. All right, so I'm going to take off the pieces that we're going to put our silk screen transfers on. Okay. Now, there is a piece over here I forgot I needed to do. So let me show you what we're going to do with that. I'm going to move these over here. Just kidding. They're going to fall off onto the floor. I'm going to slide them right there because we are going to grab our transfers. So these are reusable silk screen transfers. Oh, look at y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Okay, we're going to use the Damask. How do you all say that? Damask pattern, classic damask pattern on the belly of the crow. And then we're going to use our Elegant Flourish pattern on the hat of the crow, okay? So we've got 2 different patterns, y'all. Let's see what happens, okay? But before we do that, part of this crow, forgot to mention, has a little sign that says, "Hello, Fall." And I'm going to take some burnt umber, and I am going to, ooh, look, there was some right there. And I'm just going to wipe it on this little sign. Like, I don't want anything too crazy. I don't want to paint it. Like, I don't need it to be like that. But I do, yeah, that is way too much paint, y'all. Hold on. Way too much. But you can always wipe off, like the piece of wood or whatever you're working with if you feel like you got it too dark, okay? So I'm going to flip over that wipe, and we're just going to go back over it, wipe some of that off. I think it is too dark. And we're going to let this dry. Okay? Good, good. Much lighter, right? Okay, and all that was burnt umber. Acrylic paint. I am going to turn on my glue gun because we are close. All right, that and that. We've got that color. All right, here we go. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to just fold this over just a tad. This is reusable. It is sticky, all right? So I want to make sure that I fuzz it before I go and put it down on our wood piece, okay? Hi, Allison. Yeah, it feels like that, Linda, right? It was overcast here today. We weren't in the pool that long. All right, so on this one, excuse me, I am going to flip that over, and we are going to make sure that we do not have any air bubbles or anything that could potentially cause our paste to bleed right here on our little hat for this guy. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with Camel. Thanks, Susan. So this is like a darker shade. I don't know. Like, it's not cream, but it's darker cream. It's lighter brown, maybe. There you go, lighter brown. All right, here we go. So we're gonna just take our squeegee and we're gonna drag this over the silk screen right here on this hat. And then before you peel it up, you want to make sure that that entire silk screen has paste on top of it. Okay, so then we're gonna lift it up. Oh, that's cool. Then we're going to remove it. Can y'all see that? Okay, so I think I'm gonna do something else to that just to create, I don't know. Y'all just go with me. I don't know. Let me see. All right, so now I have this laying down on a drying mat. So important, y'all. Do not shortcut this. Okay, so I'm going to spray it with water. Then I'm going to spray it, or spray my board eraser. It's this white circle thing in my hand. The paste is running down the screen, so hold on. Then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to wipe all of that Camel off that we used. Okay, then I'm going to I just have another drying mat here. I'm going to just do this, and we're going to do the exact same thing, but on the other side, okay? Because the paste will go through to the back of your transfer, okay? Then you take a paper towel, and you're going to clean this off. Make sure you have all of that water off so that your transfer stays nice and new. Well, it's not really new, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, because the goal is to reuse it over and over. So then you're just going to lay it back down. And then I'm just going to dry this off. And we're done using this. This is called the Flourish. No. What did I say? Elegant Flourish pattern. Let me make sure. Elegant Flourish pattern. Yes. Okay. So I'm done with that. Now we're going to take this one and we're going to do the crow's belly. I'm excited about this. So you want to make sure that you fuzz. Same process. Okay. This is a fuzzing cloth. You're applying lint to the back of this so that it does not stick so super duper well. You don't want that. Okay. Hi, Connie Lowe. How are you? Marilee, thank you for the stars. Dark beige. Thanks, Jeannie. Tan, Deb. Yes. Yes. All right. Fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. It's really sticky, y'all. And then we're just going to lay it down like so. Now, I'm going to do this in a gray, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think white's going to be way too much. So we're going to go in with our Storm. Storm is the actual name of the color. And we're going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to drag that paste over the screen on our little belly of the crow. Y'all, can you believe we're creating a crow? Standing crow, to be exact, only 16 bucks. Thanks to Zach. Just giving y'all a deal. All right, so let's do that. Make sure the top is done. Put the rest of that there. I'm going to close this up. Keep it out of the way, and then we're going to peel this back. Ooh-wee. Yes, 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 yes. Y'all, look at that. Look at the belly of the crow. Holy stinking cute, right? All right, let's grab our mats here. I like to clean as I go for the most part, if I can, just to show you guys the process. Spray, spray, spray. Wipe, wipe, wipe. Just like that. Spray again. Flip my board eraser. Get all of that off. Okay. Then I'm going to flip it over the other way. Okay. Isn't that cool, y'all? He does. Doesn't he, Bambi? He's a keeper today. Okay. Same thing. Clean off the back. Got my glue gun on. I may have said that already, but I wanted to make sure. Okay. We have go for battery. All right, wipe this off. Make sure that you don't have any excess water sitting there. Try and take care of your transfers, y'all, because they're not one and done. Like this pattern, you could use for anything, including the belly of a crow. Did you know that? All right, check it out. Clean, ready to go. All right, let's grab our little pieces here. Where's the hat? The hat has left the building. So let's dry these and then we'll see. I know, Anita, aren't the colors great? Yes. I love the colors. Okay, so this one we're gonna do something a little different. Let me see. I have some antique wax. I think we might apply some of this. Just go with me, okay? Trust the process, my friends. And do me a favor, put your thumb on the heart and hit it for me if you can. And then sprinkle the video out. Share it with your friends. Helps us out a ton. Okay, this one is dry. So what I'm going to do with this one, I think. So I'm going to shake it. Okay, so let me show you what this is. This is also in our Amazon store. I love, love, love this stuff, but it's antique wax. Check it out. It's like a honeycomb. Okay. Oh, how fun. Marsha, do you really? And I shook it because I wanted to get a little bit right there. Now, do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. But we're going to try it. So I'm thinking we'll try this with a paper towel. But I want to darken this up a little bit. Like, it doesn't need to be that light. Like, the crow has got some character to it. So why not use the things we have here to help add some character. And that's what we're doing with paper towel. Now, the reason I did not use a wipe is because I didn't want to wipe off the paint and the paste that we used. Okay. Let me see if I have any more. That didn't really do any good. Okay, I'm going to shake it up again, and we're going to flip it over. Yes. Marsha, this one is 15.5 inches, I believe. Yeah, Lynn, just comment the word crow. Comment the word crow, y'all. All the information will be sent to your messenger about this. The patterns, the colors I use to paint with, the wood cutout, this antique wax. I mean, all of it. All of it. It's very easy to follow. You just have to push the buttons. Okay, shop products is where you want to start. All right, there we go. So see what I did? I just added, like I darkened it up a little bit. It needed some of that, right? And I think it needs a little bit more. And you can go over it and you can wipe it off if you don't like how much you have. And then we're going to go in, believe it or not, and apply some Distress Oxide to it. Okay? Okay. All of it or just some of it? I want to make sure, Zach. Zach, listen. You better check yourself. All of it. All of it, babe. All of it is there. All right, so let's grab some walnut stain. And let's see if I should do. Yeah, this is awesome. I love it when a plan comes together. I mean, I really didn't have a plan, but instead of using my little finger daubers, we're just going straight to the source tonight, my friends. So I'll show you what this is here in a second. But it's this right here, Distress Oxide. Guess what? Amazon store, A2Z Designs. This is walnut stain, okay? That's what we're using. And I really want to make sure that this is charactered. Is that a right thing to say? Yes. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And when in doubt, just use your fingers, okay? See? You still got the pattern in the background. All right, let's, oh, and look, did you see I placed that directly face down on my desk? Wow, brilliant. Oh, yay, Klein, you are, that's awesome. It does look better darker, don't you think? So that was my plan, y'all. Okay, let me just clean that off my desk because there's no telling where that is going to show up when I'm using my desk this week. And I really don't need it showing up on another project and ruining it, okay? All right, let's get all of our things, my friends. We've got our feet. And before we do anything, gluing, etc. Oh, come on. We are going to sand some of this down, okay? Here's the big crow. Look how little his neck is. This is for the hat and the hands. All right, this can go in here. And I am going to grab my little gator sander. Guess what? It is also on the Amazon storefront. And last time we played a game that says, can you find the replacement sanders in the drawer? And I thought I put them in a special spot so that I could find them next time. But guess what? I did not. That is okay. All right, so I'm going to go around.
Where you won't find it?
Heck no.
I'll let you use my sanding paper.
Oh. Thanks. You're so generous. What is that?
Sanding paper.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so I'm just going to go and sand the edges of this. I probably should use some Distress Oxide as well because, you know, that's just what we do. But we need to make him very, not ancient, but he needs character. Okay. Yeah, Deb, I don't know. Do y'all see it? This drawer is getting a mass haul. So they're yellow. Yeah, right. Who knows, y'all? Somebody's probably already found them. It is like a boho hat. Okay, there's that. Let's give this a little bit of something on the sunflower. At the same time, I'm filing my nails. Lovely. Okay, so now we go in with the black. Oh, boy. The black is where it's really going to pop. And the reason that I wanted to sand to begin with. Now, I did buy some new sanders, but they're not in this room. I think they're over there in the box. Okay, hands. Yes, aged vintage, yes. All right, edges. I think his body probably needs a little bit too, and I'll show y'all here why. I just love the way this looks when you sand the edges on black. Look, let me move this first, but look at the edge. See that? I love the way that looks. Okay. And with the black, it's easier to show up. Like, you don't have to sand as hard. And then we're just going to go over the entire thing, because why not? His little face. Same thing. Hopefully I don't break his head off. That would not be good, y'all. Okay, you're probably not going to see most of that. So, all right, done. Zo. Ooh-wee! Holy moly. Crow is the key word. You can get the crow when you type in crow. Okay, did I get all of it? Yowzes, y'all. Yowzes. Okay, who's ready for this? Woo-wee. Let's grab this again. This time I'm not going to go like full force, like, you know, all over like I did on the hat. But just enough where you can see it on certain spots, okay? Like his feet are getting it on the edges, not on the little tips or the points or his, I don't know, not beak, feet. Let's do our sunflower. It needs a little touch up. See what it's doing to it? Look at the edges. Y'all see that? It's very special. Okay, and we'll just add a little bit on the edges of the crow's body. Y'all, this stuff is fun. We forgot his belly. This probably is taking the longest, y'all, the sanding. Thanks for hanging out. All right. Let's give him some stress. Okay. And there's that. Don't really need the feet or the hands. Okay, we're done. Let's assemble. Okay. Down. Grab the glue gun. And this is gonna go right here in the center. Oh man, y'all. Look. Woo! Shake it, shake it. All right. Then his little feet. Now, here's a tip. You do not want to put his feet below the body. Like, they have to be flush with the body, okay? Otherwise, he's not going to stand up. Okay? So these are going to go like this. All right, so I'm going to glue this. I just put glue on one side. Right there. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Just like so. Y'all, that's sanding. Hold on. Stay down. All right, let me wipe my hands off. I've got stuff all over it. Hi. Hello. Michelle, you made it. What's up, girlfriend? Okay, hold on. I gotta get all this out of my way. Whew. Hot darn, y'all. Okay, so let's put the hat on. This one's gonna go a little bit on the crooked side. Lopsided, I guess. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, and then we still have to do his eyes. These are just gonna be, I am gonna use saffron. I'm gonna try my best to stay in the lines. Boy, this is gonna be real interesting, y'all. Hold on. Please hold. Okay. Now, you could use paint pens for this. I just decided that I wanted to keep his eyes the same color as his beak. Or his, I don't know what you want to call it, his mouth. And his beak. So let's just do this really quick. And then we'll add his eyes. But I could be using a Posca pen if I wanted to. But I'm not. Okay, so there's that. Let me dry these real quick. Hi, Donna. Janet, we're making a standing crow. All right, then I'm just going to use my Posca pens for the rest because it's very small. And those can also be found on Amazon. I try to hook y'all up, okay? Get out of here, tape. And then we'll go in with the white one and go around the saffron. It's just easier sometimes to control it in a small space whenever you use the markers. Just my opinion, unless you have a very steady hand and teeny tiny paintbrushes. So raise your hand if that's you. Hi, Betsy. All right, dry the eyes. Dry your eyes. And then we're going to put these on. And then assemble the rest. Zach did score the eyes for y'all. So you knew where to put them. Just saying. He's pretty awesome like that. And then, oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, I just gotta show you. His leg fell off. I knew his leg was gonna fall off. I felt it. It was coming. That is super cute. Okay, I got more glue this time, y'all. We back in business. Get that extra glue off of you. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, let's glue this little thing on his beak. This is hilarious. Y'all, look at this. Oh, man. Okay, so this is also scored for you on the hat, so you know where to place it. Oh, my goodness. And I thought I was crazy wanting to do a crow tonight, y'all. You finished your chickens? These are cute. This is cute. All right, let me just get all this sanding off. Ooh, there was a lot, y'all. Okay, sunflower is next. So I'm going to just glue this little piece here right on our sunflower. And then that's going to go on the brim of his hat after it gets, or not brim, I don't know what this is, the middle part of his hat. It needs a little bit of character. Okay, let's put that down there. And what shall we name him? Cute. All right, now here's the next step. So this Hello Fall is part of it, and it comes with these little bitty hands. I'm trying to think where I want to put that. I think right there. Right there. So make sure you hit the heart button, y'all, and type in the word crow so that you can get your little set. So cute. So cute. And there we have it. Done and done. Okay, so now he needs his neck. He's got a really skinny neck. He needs something. So let me find a good piece of raffia, a couple good pieces. And we are going to, okay, that's too many. There we go. We're just going to use 2. Y'all, I put that in the bag and it did not go in. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's tie it. we'll cut the ends. Something right here. This is great. This is great. Okay, so you also get this stand here that I'm going to attempt to put on. Zach showed me how to do it. Long side. Just like so, I believe. Right, Zach? Right. Right, right. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to put this right in the center. You're going to put this part down first. Okay, just like so. Right there on the back. Straight. Then we're going to glue this right in there for him to stand. And there, my friends, you have a standing crow. So I will hold this up so that you guys can see him. Look how stinking cute he is. Look how cute he is. Look at the hat. The hat, look at the detail on the hat. He's so cute. So y'all, just comment crow. He's going to look great with your fall decor. I hope you love him. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Bye, friends.